I believe this structure will not only improve the data quality, but it will also bring efficiency to the courts. The team will have ownership of the case, and from the time that's assigned to them and on, any individual that inquires about that case will have one point of contact. When I say one point, I mean the team. Multiple individuals will make up the teams. They'll all be cross-trained generalists, and they'll all be able to operate within their assigned duties at whatever level they need to step in and do at any time. So I feel that the fully cross-trained individuals will be able to act within the scope of their team.
The term generalist at first grabbed me as something that was like ho-hum. I thought, generalist? Yeah. Generalist? I like to be able to say that I specialize in an area. I like to say that, hey, this is my expertise. And a lot of people like to do that. This is my expertise. Out in the real world, I'm an electrician, I'm a jet mechanic, I'm a whatever. I specialize. And look at those people like, whoa, you specialize, you're really smart. And so I thought, generalist, that seems so. But then the more I thought about it, a generalist has to know more. A general has to have a little piece of everything. And then it started to hit home with me that that's the kind of employee that we're going to need for the future. Someone who can take a case that comes in the door, decide what has to be done with it, and move it on that way. They have to be able to take a customer that comes in and deals with them, pro se person, an attorney, whatever, and they have to be able to answer questions for them, give them the best advice that they can give them on procedures, etc., within the confines of what we can give them. But they have to make those decisions, and they have to tell them, so that we aren't sending people from this person to this person to this person to this person. That they can go to one person. It's kind of like one-stop shopping. You can go to this one clerk, and you can get the information what you need from them. And you don't have to be sent all over the building or the office to get your information. Boy, that's what the public needs. That's what the attorneys and the public would want. So you're going to have someone who has all that knowledge. They can't specialize in just one area anymore if you're going to fulfill that. And I think that's important to fulfill that.
That's kind of a hard concept that we struggled with the entire time, because we're saying that our employees are generalists, but then we're sort of specializing them into teams. But I think you have to have that to organize the work better. So in the pre-case work, or the before it's assigned to a judge, I think an employee that gets to know that very well is better prepared to jump over to the other team and eventually be a case manager, because they understand how the case started. I think judicial services is something that's very important. It's something that makes impression on court patrons that we work with. We're the frontline staff. We make the biggest impression on the people, whether we want it to be that way or not. It really is the truth. And so I think that is a very important aspect to have in the court, and the better people that you have suited for that, the better that's going to work. So if you have someone that really likes customer service and really likes to work with pro se litigants, that's going to be a perfect position for them. On the other hand, if you have somebody that's very analytical and likes to see the big picture of a case, then they're going to be perfectly suited for a case management position.
Like I like it because it's going to make us feel more a part of the system, not just paper pushers. That we actually have a job here that's important. We're going to be looked at differently. The people out front aren't just people who greet people. They are actually doing a service for our community, and they can feel like they can grow in that job and move up or not. So there's a lot of different options that we're going to have that we didn't have before in this old system. We're going to have a lot more options in the new way that this is